Hey, what's up, guys? It's Pillstar for Hire here, and I'm using this crappy shotgun, whatever it's called. It kind of looks like the AUG in a weird formal way, kind of ish, maybe. I don't know, but I believe I don't even remember. I'm just gonna go out on a limb here because this was the only time I've ever used the gun, and it'll probably stay that way. I think it's called the HS-10 or something like that. I don't know what it is, what it stands for. Oh, that's right. Horrible Shotgun number 1. Oh my god, that's amazing. I think that's what that means. Oh, cool. So, actually, finally, a shotgun that actually lives up to its name. That's amazing. Alright, so now that we're in here, Cracked is probably not the best map for a shotgun, but as you can tell, this is my first time using it. Like I said, all 4 of these games are consecutive, same lobby, ran through these guys, and it wasn't planned or anything, it's just something I decided to do. And as you can tell, I tried to get my feel for this gun. I didn't know it was, spammable. I thought my luck would be, you'd have to cock the damn thing. I didn't know anything about the shotgun. So it's really kind of a bad deal to run around with this thing. If you're comfortable, I don't know. I've never used it dual wield. Probably never will. It's not my thing. So I had some fun with it. I ran around. It's not really that bad. All these people say it's horrible. It really isn't. If you were to strap Marathon Lightweight Sleight of Hand on, or even Hardline Marathon Sleight of Hand, this thing is really pretty damn decent. Even more so if you're comfortable enough without Sleight of Hand, because this does have a little bit of a clip. You might get 2 guys with it. Sometimes, it takes a lot to get 1 guy. So it's going to have to come down to your comfort range. Steady aim is probably a good way to go. And if you aren't successful at steady aim, then I'd try Sleight of Hand when it comes down to, the quick reload. But other than that, I had my experiments with these shotguns, and I found a lot of things out about it. The Olympia is fun to rock with. It's not a gun I want to use. This gun is not that bad compared to what people say. I can understand how this could be somebody's favorite, but it's not mine. And it comes down to the best 2 shotguns in the game are the Stakeout and, of course, the Spaz. And it comes down to your type of playstyle. I think the Spaz is a little easier to control. It's more, I can't say newbie, but it takes less skill to proficiently use the Spaz than it does the Stakeout. And I don't know, I just get a hot one when I come around and I kill a guy and then I boom and I take out another guy. I just felt like I just did something amazing, like I was some stunt double for fucking, I don't know, some badass dude somewhere, I don't know. Just pick a name, Ving Rhames. You might not know who he is. He's pretty cool. I don't like Jason Statham because his fucking voice annoys the hell out of me. Today's the day I die. Shut the hell up. I hate that dude. I hate the dude. I like his stuff and his acting, and the roles he's been in is horrible, but I don't know. I'm a big movie buff. You guys didn't know I worked at Blockbuster for about 2 years. I'm big into movies. I probably have anywhere from 500 to probably 1,000 movies in my collection. I got only a handful of Blu-rays. I got a few PS3 games, but movies is my passion. You could probably name a movie and I'll be able to give you the best idea of what I think of one. My favorite movie of all time, before you guys ask, because I know there's going to be a couple subs that ask. It's not going to be what you expect, and it's called A Time to Kill. For you guys that have never seen A Time to Kill, go check it out. It's a very, very good movie. It improvises, thoughts on racism and stuff like this. This was a little bit back, and it shows that a black man can get a fair trial, and I don't know what it is about that movie. It's just the end of it. It's a long movie, but everything builds up to the end, which is the climax is amazing, where he gives the speech and he talks. Oh, dude, that movie is one of my favorites of all time, hands down. It's probably my favorite drama of all time, and it's got a pretty decent cast. So if you haven't seen it, go check that out. I've got a lot of white friends that like to run around and say racist comments, and while they do that, I put them in timeout. I make them sit down and I watch this movie. I showed my best buddy Josh and his brother, who would always throw around the N-word, and to get them to show a little bit of respect. And to be completely honest, which is really weird, I didn't think a movie would do that. I've never heard them say a racist comment since then, and I don't know. I just think I think it's pretty cool that a movie could do that. So it's just my thought right there. I'm a little bit weird with racism. I don't know many white people. So therefore I probably don't like it too much. Everybody is racist to some point. Anybody that denies being racist is going to, I don't know. There's not a such thing as a non-racist person. At some point there's something about another person, color, anything like that that you don't like that you can classify somebody as. And I know a lot of people are going to get mad that I just said that. But as long as we see each other as two different kinds of people, two different colors of people, we let a word actually offend somebody in the way that it does, then there'll never be certain types of equality when it comes down to, you know, recognizing, noticing, classifying a person. I don't know. If you guys want to know what I think more on that topic, let me know, and maybe I'll throw a real talk together here in a week or two on that. I should be having a real talk with my actual, you know, just trying to wait for the right mood. You know, it's got to come together. You know, it's like gas. You just got to wait for it. And I got to wait for that mood to do that. The one that I wanted to talk about, the whole dropping out of high school, which I think I'll save for maybe sometime this weekend. But like I said, I'm not gonna. If I'm having a great day, I'm not gonna talk about how I fucked up my life. You know what I mean? That's like retarded. But you, sir, are a retard. So, you know, I speed up this chopper gunner because it's not entertaining. The chopper gunner, you know, I have noticed is rape face on so many maps, firing range. Some it's not bad except for when they're, you know, spawning over there at A, and the gunner comes around the building. You know, it's like useless, like how it was on Invasion or whatever. It's balls awful. The gunship would probably be beast on it, on something like Domination, but you know, the chopper gunner itself is pretty horrible at certain maps. Cracked is definitely one of them. So, you know, I just wanted to throw that in there for you guys. And I don't know why the hell there's a... You know, see, that goes back to my memory. I see the obelisk right there sitting in the middle of the fucking plaza, and I think of, like, you know, Egyptians and Illuminati and all that kind of shit. You know, movies have been a heavy part of my life. I pretty much watch a movie a day. Before I go to bed, I watch a movie. It could be something random. It could be anything. And I got weird taste in movies too. But, you know, I'm sorry that I've gotten off the shotgun phase here. But, you know, I went on a little bit of rant. I'm really tired. I'm sick today. I went to bed at like 11 a.m. Woke up here at 7. I'm out of it. I'm not feeling too good. So you guys bear with me. It's probably not the best commentary in the world. But when all else fails, just rewind that right there and watch me get killed by Claymore 8 times. I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy it. I didn't, but I'm sure you will, because people get enjoyment out of other people's discomfort. You know what I mean? That's how it is. People say, no, that's not right. Don't laugh at that. And then I smile and they all laugh. It's just how it is. You find out your best friend gets butt raped, you're not going to go, oh man, I am so sorry. You're going to laugh and be like, damn, I bet that hurt. It's just how it is. It's just discomfort. It's discomfort. It's usually something people laugh at. People getting fucked up on bicycles. You know, I get enjoyment out of tripping old ladies at you know, bingo halls. That's a fucking hobby right there. If you haven't picked that up, you know, that's fine. You can stick to licking stamps or whatever the hell you do. But tripping old ladies in the middle of something, or coming up behind them in like the grocery line and just sneaking up right behind them and whispering moist, they freak out. Possible heart attack. You blame it on the old fella next to you. I don't know. I've got a sick mind. I have some fun. But, you know, like I said, there's not too much to say about the shotgun. It was a long video. It's really not a good one. Like I said, the top two are Stakeout and Spaz. So get it together, guys, and let me know what you think about this gun. Alright, guys. Peace out. Get it.